Nelson Mandela took a stand against white oppression in South Africa by risking his personal freedom, leading peaceful protests, and eventually becoming the first African American president in South Africa. The apartheid was a system that segregated people based on their skin color and discriminated against black citizens. The apartheid ended with the arrival of multiracial elections in the year of 1994. In Africans, apartheid means separateness. It grew up to be a system of governance that discriminated against black South Africans. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa in the year of 1994. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. He became a worldwide symbol of resistance to apartheid. Mandela joined the African National Congress in 1943 and was assigned 27 years in prison. He rose from militant anti-apartheid activist to become president of a democratic South Africa. In the year of 1997, a 37-year-old journalist got a chance to interview Nelson Mandela and also got to ask questions about him going against apartheid and what it was like to be in a protest. She was also able to get some answers. Mandela is the presidency of his country. South Africa won him the Nobel Peace Prize. Because of apartheid, by 1950, the government had banned marriages between whites and people of other races. Nelson Mandela was 45 years old when he gave his defining speech of the anti-apartheid movement on April 20th in 1964. Nelson Mandela became involved in the anti-apartheid movement in his 20s. Mandela celebrated his victory in the South African presidential elections on April in 1994. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years. Right after he got out, he got selected to be South Africa's first black president of the anti-apartheid. He helped so many people out. He took a stand by making a protest about apartheid and how it's really bad. Nelson Mandela was put in jail for 27 years because he was found guilty and he sabotaged to overthrow the government of South Africa. Nelson Mandela has effects on us today, even after his death on December 5th, 2013. Nelson Mandela was put in jail for 27 years by the South African apartheid government. Nelson Mandela led a revolution against injustice from a prison cell and overthrew history by turning his back on violence. Nelson Mandela won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for laying the foundations for a new democratic South Africa. He worked to achieve human rights and a better future for everyone in South Africa. Nelson Mandela made a huge difference in people's lives in South Africa. He took many chances he was given and had a great way to bring freedom and peace back to all people in South Africa. He had changed a country at once and for all.